Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next match of the Speedgaming Live 2023 Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. We have a match between Sigil711 and Kingdahl. I am Elso, and I am joined here in the booth by Kairos.
Hello. We got the SG Live 2023 tournament going on. We got Second Quest Overworld. We've got Shape Dungeons, no Heart Shuffle. Oh yeah, and no pesky sword upgrades.
Swords are optional.
No, swords required. Just bigger swords are unfortunately optional.
Okay, that's valid.
Because I mean, we've already had that swordless tournament a couple times.
Yes. Don't take the candle out of the wood sword cave unless you're prepared to reset away whatever exploration you get out of it, or you're prepared to just not beat the seed. Because, like Kairos said, there's no sword upgrades.
So where are we going to start on the overworld today?
I want to see Desert Open Cave.
So it's easy start shuffle, so no crazy places.
Not yet. How about you?
Oh, too late. We're over in the forest.
We're going to get an immediate Armos check here for the couple of... Okay, game!
Hello, Red Ring. Doesn't matter what the enemies are on the overworld, we might be able to take a hit or two.
Yeah, and we're already getting the route divergence with Sigil headed to the coast and Kingdahl headed up north towards the north coast. When we get a level 5 sighting, and we're probably going to be leaving level 5 immediately.
Yeah, no ladder, no bombs, no weapon. Yep.
Gonna try to pirouette, but cannot. And I will be doing my best to keep us straight as far as what's where.
And
level
Lost
3
Hills.
found on North Coast.
More bunnies.
We're going to be seeing a lot of face tanking, I think.
But immediate Triforce. We'll pick that up. Hopefully find a recorder later. There's a wood boomerang on the coast.
So, with the quick Triforce in 3, leaving makes a lot of sense. Also, if the recorder shows up, that's pretty quick to get back to, but it's also near start. We're now getting our letter cave check from KD.
First secret. Ooh. 38. Not a bad mid at all. And level 1.
So far, this west side of Hyrule's pretty good in terms of levels found. Now, let's see if there's any free items that can be gotten out of this level 1.
Both runners here. Another moat. Can't tell if that's going to be significant or not.
Let's see. It could be, but the key block is the more important piece right now. And there's a key shop.
And 69 bait, 67 key. That's pretty nice.
I'm probably looking at that key more than the bait.
Yeah, until you have to have it. Worst feeling, level 9. You need the bait, and you have no money.
That's just not fantastic. But hey, both runners don't have to spend money on a ring this season, so that's quite good, especially given it's second quest money, which means there's only going to be one large secret.
Yeah, that 38 mid is just so much money when you consider the second quest overworld.
Yeah. So now we're kind of seeing the runners retrace each other's steps. KD will find level 5 and find that it's bomb or ladder blocked. Sigil will find level 3. Sigil looks like they're not going to elect to go for the early dip. This makes sense to me, given that the white sword will not be a combat item you can find. So it makes a little bit of sense to just skip it for now and come back later.
And what do you want for a door repair?
I think I want 15.
And small rolls up as well, 13.
That's pretty good. Looks like we're gonna get some desert cave / forest checking. And level 6 found. A lot of early levels in this seed.
I missed which screen that 6 was on.
Open desert cave.
Open desert. Gotcha.
We may be finding ourselves blocked out of 6 by some weaponry. Sigil's gonna go check the terrible cave up in the corner of Death Mountain. As we're gonna see a level 1 check from KD.
Well, southwest corner's still open. In a few other places.
Yeah.
But it's definitely...
I mean, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna check start on the way.
Yeah, definitely looking like not close to our starting screen, though.
Nah. But, honestly, doing a lot of overworld checks really makes some sense.
Yeah, well, we don't have the force overworld block. We do have the option for the wood sword being blocked, but not today with the red ring Armos.
Should we make note of the fact that the candle is max price?
Considering we haven't seen take any cave, yeah. And shop, of course, community hints, no, nothing doing.
One thing that's kind of been an interesting trend that's been seen across some of these SGL races is that a lot of times your take-any caves are going to end up blocked by the candle.
Right. But there we have us. Yep, on the river.
That's not a terrible location for it, depending on how quickly you can get over there. Remember that the vanilla enemy HP is in effect. So that's going to kind of decide what you choose as bomb droppers to dig out and kill.
Also, that the expensive key rolled down to minimum price as well.
Yeah.
So that's actually, you know, if it's convenient, you'll pick up that key if it just happened to be there.
Death for KD on the way up to Death Armos, not fantastic.
Even with the red ring, these enemies can still sting.
Yep. Looks like we're gonna see some bomb farming from KD. Does get a bomb pack. I actually think KD's gonna go to a level here.
Is that our first bomb pack of the race?
Yes.
Wow. And the candle purchase, probably a good thing.
Yeah, I think if you have that kind of money, you know your large secret's still out there and you don't need to buy a blue ring, buying the candle there makes some sense. Finding immediate level 2.
Red candle in here? Let's go.
That'd be fine. Oh, Sigil doesn't have the sword yet.
No, he's just got the candle and then started burning to the right of Stark.
And without bombs, there's not much Sigil's going to be able to do in the end.
Alright, Kingdahl's going to try to make some headway with level 1 with the sword, but too segmented.
And actually, we'll be able to purify that top door, so Sigil will be able to go a little bit deeper. Looks like we're going to be key blocked out of 1 for Kingdahl. But there's a heart on the floor. We'll assume that is the dungeon floor heart.
First take any, of course, is blocked by the candle.
And I like Sigil's choice to say, okay, I'm just going to come back to level 2 later when I have permanent weaponry and some bombs.
And he's not far from it.
Yeah. And Kingdahl's going to get a pure wet of a door at level 1. We'll be able to continue on in there.
Super ropes and beam-wielding Stalfos because of second quest enemies, and we have weaponry on both sides.
That was actually a really good bomb from Kingdahl. Got the buyer and 2 of the disco ropes, and now we're going to see a potential item here. Nope, it's a segmented level 1.
Segments breed more segments, right?
There does seem to be a trend where if one of 1 through 6 is segmented, they all tend to be. Kingdahl's going to try to bomb out of this room, but is unable to do so, and now neither runner has bombs again.
Team middle wins.
Team middle wins.
It's only plus 12, though.
Remember, we will not have any helpful hints, as all the hints are set to community for this flag set. So, don't spend your money on the hint caves. We're seeing Sigil head back south. This is probably, as Chad is pointing out, a level 2 play into Deadwoods. That's not where level 2 is.
That was the Take Any Cave.
Gotta kill these blue octos for another bomb chance. I like it.
Yep. But no dice.
And gets the pirouette of the store for free. Okay, early heart. Again, we'll have to assume that's the dungeon heart. KD back in level 3. Good timing on that clock pickup to make sure you don't accidentally freeze the wall masters.
Meanwhile, Kingdahl's having to deal with red bubbles.
Not fantastic.
But there are blue bubbles here.
Yeah. Looks like Sigil is going to go for this fire room. He has to be a little careful if he wants to go that way. He might be able to go around, though. Looks like Sigil's not going to use some of the bombs here. It does make sense when you don't have necessarily the best way to get bombs yet to kill the shroom with a sword, and there's bombs on the floor, so that's kind of nice. As Katie finds Gliok.
All 4 heads. And magical. Yep.
With the red ring, this Gliok isn't that bad, but you still do have to be a little bit careful because there will come a point where you just can't face tank it forever. But Katie's got it and gets a key for his efforts.
A key find.
And this should be the stair room for Sigil, as remove most open stairs is on. Be careful not to pick that clock up, as the clocks will freeze the wall masters and cause you to have to leave the room.
Although it's impressive when you see a runner actually use bombs in order to clear out like a last wall master that's in the wall.
Yes. Sigil will come out of level 2 with some keys.
Triforce pickup level 2 for Sigil.
And I did not see anything of note in level 3. KD still without bombs. Could be a door repair there, no good.
Bomb pickup for Kingdahl, but still no candle yet.
And not quite enough money to buy one, nor the ability to get the one that's here, as that requires a candle. But both hunters are now going to be in the same area with slightly different knowledge.
Sigil out of money. It's like let the door repairs fly. Kingdahl resets out of one.
Maybe headed back in the direction of level 1. I didn't quite see what was at Death Armos, but I assume it's nothing important.
Was the door repair, I think? Yeah.
Thoroughfare would make sense. Katie back into 1, not checking the caves on the way. Sigil missed that burn spot.
Money making game actually in the Death Armos. According to our tracker, Kami Renekai. Thank you for hitting those buttons.
Yeah, it looks like Sigil taking a little bit of a different path through the Dead Woods here, going straight for that corner spot. And then doubling back.
Gonna lock Candle Shove.
Magic Key in level 1, hello.
Well, there's another thing you don't have to spend money on.
Finding the magic key this early is generally going to be a good thing, because now you can just open all these doors for free.
Yep. Makes it pretty easy to get around some of those moats.
And that's going to give Kingdahl a little bit of an early advantage.
And there's our single room segment.
Still no large secret scene as of yet. Kingdahl going to spend some bombs to get some extra damage in on the Tektites before moving on. Still need a Triforce and a Floor Drop. There's a Force Bomb for Kingdahl. Hey, KD has no problem using Brawn for combat whatsoever. That's an important point to keep in mind, is using Bomb for combat is generally going to be faster than your Wood Sword, as long as you don't run out of bombs.
But when you force something like that, it's like, hey, they're on screen already. And 5 hearts is good enough for our White Sword item, the Raft.
That's a decent find, opens up a couple extra locations. It's not quite as important as the
other important items until it is.
Yeah. But it also doesn't open as many spots as the Recorder or Power Bracelet does. Those two open up a ton of spots. We have any roads. Okay, we get one on Death Mountain. That's not bad. Ooh, one near the center of the map. That's pretty good. Looks like we're going to get a little detour to go check the raft spot here over by the lake before checking that 4th any road out, and I kind of like this. It's not really a good time to come back here, whereas right now it's actually pretty convenient.
And survey says,
ooh,
level 8. That's it.
So you're saying about it not being required until it is.
Exactly. It's like, it's not as important as the other items until it is. Yep. Kingdahl finishes out the Triforce level 1.
I don't recall if he saw a second item.
Tracker, Kami got a ladder spot.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, it was a floor drop, so, was, you know, we're paying attention to that raft spot.
They can go get the boomerang now. There's other uses for the ladder, but they can get the boomerang.
Well, Sigil's already got the other boomerang.
Yeah, but Katie doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Sigil's gonna go check the raft spot as Katie is going to find more money.
Maybe a candle purchase in the future?
Honestly, probably at this point. Because Katie's really not able to get to take any cave, so a candle purchase is the most likely way he's gonna get one.
And small secret at our other raft spot.
Sigil's going to go ahead and pay out of that. Now I do expect we'll see Sigil venture into level 1, which will be very good for him to do. He does have enough keys to get in there.
As Chaz mentioned, we did get 2 recorder spots uncovered by the any roads.
I misread the 4th one was.
The one next to the Lost Woods. But below the grave.
That recorder spot, okay. Katie picks up a candle, immediately gonna find level 2. Sigil's into level 1. So, well, both runners are going to find out new things here. We in the commentary booth are not. We're just going to be like, okay.
Yep, tracing each other's steps.
Although for both runners, it absolutely makes sense to go dig these dungeons out. I do expect we'll see Sigil head over to level 3 after they're done with level 1. Katie's going to take a little bit of a different path. This could lead to a slightly longer level 2. This looks like the room with the any key for Katie. Or not Katie, for Sigil.
Yeah, 1 key. That's a great feeling.
Yeah. Especially also considering they're not even 20 minutes into the run. Looks like Katie to go this way needed the ladder. Now, Katie is going to see that this is where the transport segment is, but is going to skip it for now, which makes a whole lot of sense. There's no reason to assume a super room on the other side of the stair. Katie is still having to wait for Sword to come back. Sigil gets the map of 1.
And backtrack, kill these Tektites to check that one room.
Yeah, but I think this is just something you do regardless of where the Triforce is, because 1, Sigil doesn't even have the compass yet to know where the Triforce is.
I think, was the compass in this room?
Yes. Now Sigil knows he's got to go to the back of 1, so yeah. Blue Boomerang Kingdahl.
Ladder's 1 room before the Triforce.
Okay, then Sigil will definitely get it.
Yeah, I figured it had to be on the pathway.
This is going to have our runners basically tied up. Sigil with the knowledge and raft advantage, which could actually be pretty important, but that depends on when the runners end up in 8 versus when Kingdahl decides to go check the graveyard out. But again, the knowledge advantage can't necessarily be ignored, but it's not super material right now just because we don't really want to dig a level if you don't have to.
The Triforce was ladder blocked. How convenient.
Now, Katie does have the Triforce out of 3, but that was so quick in that Sigil's definitely going to have that within short order. And KD does have to do a lot of this west side of Hyrule, so that's why the runners are pretty much tied right now, with the exception of the level 8 knowledge. And the reason I'm not considering the raft knowledge in that is the raft is kind of on the way if you're going up towards the grave area, so you'll end up just getting it. Sigil into level 3. We'll see if we get an item out of Sigil's exploration.
Or if we'll be a Triforce and thank you.
I think level 3 is small enough. You'll probably go ahead and dig it.
Yeah, I think Kingdahl is here without a sword at the time.
If you go in the direction of the arrow, you get a Gleeok.
That's not what we want.
I mean, I'll be honest, if I could summon a Gleeok on command to attack enemies, I would very much take it.
Yeah, but they don't tame very well.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So with the jingle there, that would have been the dead giveaway that there in that room. Sigil tries to get around the bubbles, but the bubbles kind of just do this weird Duke maneuver, and then the handle boost doesn't go off, and next thing you know, Sigil's halfway forward. Then sees the message. You want a sword for that likely room. Sigil may elect to pick up the Triforce because it's both Bubble Curse Cure and a health refill, and then go ahead and just go for it. So we're kind of seeing what oftentimes will happen is both runners will kind of decide, okay, we're going to go for the early levels first, which makes sense. I'm expecting the divergence to be that Sigil may elect to dig 8 a little bit earlier than normal, especially depending on what's in this level 3. If he gets a wand or a bow, that may be enough to push him towards 8.
We got a bit of the overworld still left, but we are still missing 3 levels.
And I don't think we're going to see many more hearts picked up deliberately, as the +2 Magical Sword Bomb upgrade isn't quite worth picking up all the extra hearts and looking for them.
And Red Ring.
Yeah.
In fact, you might see the next Take Any Cave being a potion.
Agreed. Well, here we go. Let's go some Pulse Voice.
And Kingdahl now has the item required to get to level 8. And 13 rupees.
It would not shock me if Kingdahl does the same thing that Sigil did and go half spot while doing the any-roads, because it's convenience. Sigil does get the Pulse Voice down. And thankfully, when you're just looking for stair rooms, it allows you to skip a lot of the combat. There's the heart. Sigil is going to go ahead and pick it up. I'll put Sigil on 7. We've still only seen one Take Any Cave, I think.
Yes, just the one northeast of Start. Vanilla Start.
So with that in mind, gonna elect to use some bombs here to speed this room's combat up. I like it. That blue Dark Nut went down very quickly.
Hey, Bomb Shop and Arrow Shop.
Oh, Sigil had bomb out of the lifeline. Like a candle shop at the corner.
4 rupees for a bomb pack, and I think that was 85 for the arrows. Might be the rare shop.
The runners will likely hold off on purchasing arrows, but ooh, hold on now.
143 big. Everything rolls up, and we have Power Bracelet level 3.
That's a big find for Sigil, because now when he decides to dig Death Mountain, he won't have to skip the Power Bracelet spot. Plus, there's a couple Power Bracelet spots right next door. So I think Sigil will go ahead and check these spots while he's here. I don't disagree with the play of Kingdahl to go ahead and do Death Mountain while you're here, especially if you have the bombs. And look, you'll find level 9.
Yay, level 9. I mean, there is a bomb shop that Kingdahl found, so if you need more bombs, they're there.
Sigil elects not to go straight to the raft or the ladder block spots. Looks like Sigil's going to go to 5 instead. You know what? I get it. I think it makes sense.
Kingdahl had opportunity now to buy some arrows and cheap bait. Wonder what's on his mind for money.
Might be holding it for now, trying to maximize a bomb purchase and/or waiting for a bomb upgrade. We're gonna see what's at the vanilla Armos item spot as we find Wizard Robes.
That's our first Wizard Robes, I think. Great potion shop has
they block the way forward too.
Money making game at the Potion Grave.
So we find the letter. low on bombs. We'll need to go get a pack to fully finish out this area. But thankfully the bomb store is right there.
There's our second take in a cave, and potion picking up as expected, even with the letter.
Yeah.
Also Kingdahl blocked.
Speaking of the letter, there's a spot you can buy potions at. Kingdahl does not elect to do the river bomb spots just yet, given the lack of bombs. And we're starting to get low on the overworld spots. We have 11 of them left by my count.
Pretty much all just item blocked locations. Ooh.
And some of them Kingdahl can't get into due to the lack of power bracelet. We also have South Coast things too.
Looks like we got a Diga 6 about to start.
Well, that's kind of cute. It is a purple 6. As Katie's gonna head towards level 5. I didn't quite see what blocked Sigil out of going into 5 deeper. Probably bombs, which Katie's gonna have the same problem, no bombs. Looks like Katie is able to secure a bomb pack. Sigil takes out the Pulse Voice. You're just gonna try to bomb to the north, but it won't open. And hi, Wizrobes, how are you today?
And continue to the left. More Wizzies.
Gonna find Zelda's room and have to decide if he wants to try to clear out the blue Wizrobes below him. Sigil elected not to clear those blue Wizrobes. KD looks like he's gonna take a stab at it, or, you know, many.
Takes a hit in the doorway.
Yeah, that happens. We'll see a ladder clip here from Sigil.
Ladder clip's successful.
Do note that that ladder clip is not required logically to beat the sea. There will be a way around it. KD gets through the Wizrobes, Sigil finds the transport. And this is very likely a transport for KD. Not even just from Rule of 5, but just from the way this dungeon is laid out.
Question is, will there be more transports?
5 may not be segmented.
Might not be, but...
Oh, hello. Potential stare for KD.
More Rupee Boss.
Ugly, ugly room on Sigil's side.
Oh, look. Yep.
Sigil gonna go ahead and potion. And I like going ahead and using some of the bombs here for some combat. If you can stab the blue Wizrobes twice, that saves you 1 bomb if you're gonna try to bomb them out. But with just 1 blue Wizrobe left, Sigil gets it and gets a compass for his efforts. And the Triforce is out in the middle of nowhere.
A bomb drop for Kingdahl.
More blue Wizrobes.
Ooh, second bomb pack.
Potential item ring for KD. So just gotta find a way around in this level 6. KD does get all the Wizrobes down, but nothing in the block. Does well to avoid the red bubble. Sigil back in the trap room. Now, this room is logically allowed to go from the way that Sigil just did. Not just because you can take damage, but also because you can jump on the ladder and hide away from the trap long enough. Gonna forcibly find the magic bomb wall, Sigil, but ooh, not cooperating really all that well with him. Would like to see a map here as KD finds another key.
The book might be nice as well, given the atlas.
Yes, and I'm not quite sure where our maps went today.
They've been a little deep.
We need to go to Toledo. I think the maps are there. No map in this room for Sigil. Yeah, what Sigil just did there is how you're supposed to get through that room. Sigil's gonna take this transport now as KD goes back through a transport. That was a good transport for Sigil. Got him up towards where that Triforce is. I don't know how much the Nintendo Hint Hotline is going to help us here, old man. Now, this could be the item for Sigil, but it is Patrick Locked. But at this point, you don't act... Honestly, I don't think you bother with clipping into that staircase, because you want to kill the Patrick anyway.
There's a shadow door just next door that you might want to go through.
Right. I mean, there's a very small chance that you get a wand out of going into that stair, which makes Patrick faster. But again, if you want to clear it anyway, oh, this is an ugly, ugly room for KD, and it's probably the item.
It's unlikely it's another transport.
For which runner?
For Kingdahl.
Yeah, this is pretty unlikely to be another transport. Red candle and 5.
6.
Sorry, 6. You're correct. My apologies, folks. I had 5 on the brain.
It is right there on the right.
See a dig dogger that likely, and it looks like it can be skipped, so that's good news for Sigil not having to record her. KD does get through. Oh, look at this Triforce room!
Well, that'd be rude at lower health.
And no item for KD!
Oh no!
No item for KD out of that blue wizard room! Wow! And now KD's out of bombs! This is, Oh, we found a blue ring shop. Sigil's gonna buy me. What is going on with this 5?
We need a map. Stat.
You know, this room probably has the map, actually.
The model not cooperating.
It's like, no map?
It's a 5er.
Sigil's headed down to the coast. Still missing levels 4 and 7. Well, we're gonna find one of them here. It's 4. And Kingdahl's leaving 5.
Did you see the map screen where it just his exploration?
I did not.
It was like 3 separate little like 4 or 5 4-room chunks.
Oh my goodness.
It was like,
And naturally, there's red bubbles right before a bunch of wizards in level 4. Oh, okay. Well, at least they have the any key, so they can just pay the -4 keys and it's free. Remember, Sigil does not have a sword right now.
Are there bubbles in this dungeon? Regular bubbles.
There are red bubbles in the Triforce room. Thankfully, the red candle will help a little bit. Kingdahl's also going to go ahead and elect to take the potion. So this seed really wants you to work for every little last morsel of progression. There's another heart.
And a Goma.
There's a... more wizards.
Mm-hmm.
And where are the blue bubbles? JD back up to 213 rupees.
Gonna check
KD
that.
is going to go ahead and check this draft spot.
Yep. Small secret.
We are down to 8 spots we can check left between the 2 runners. There's a map before. We actually have a map, and it's a box.
So not how the scene felt like.
I just like how we don't get maps for the dungeons that are weirdly shaped. No, we get maps for the box.
We got the 1 and 2 room segments out of like 1 and 2.
Yes. I still want to know what 5 and 6 look like. Especially 5.
Yes. I think we... Yeah.
KD with no bombs, not going to be able to check this ladder spot. Potential item here in 4 for Sigil, and also there are blue bubbles somewhere in this level. This is the item Sigil's leaving. It's not the item. KD really does... Well, actually, KD does not necessarily need to rush back to 3 here, as the Power Bracelet has not proven to be required yet. And there's only 1 level we're missing.
Level 7.
Now, if KD's still missing items, I think KD will check 3 before some other locations for sure. I don't think there's good reason to just ignore the item in 3 when you're looking for stuff, especially if your options are 3 or 6. Which KD has elected not to go back to 6 yet, which so far we know is going to be the correct decision in terms of finding levels.
Kingdahl overflows rupee count.
Although I do wonder if Kingdahl will check 8 once he finds it. I suspect that he will. No item in this room in 4. And you can tell by the way Sigil's moving, he just wants those stair rooms. Come back this way. There's the blue bubbles in the map room, as chat correctly, astutely noticed.
But they were inconveniently positioned.
KD's now in 6. We know this won't lead to direct item progression, but it will lead to Triforce, and item in 4 for Sigil is going to be the Recorder.
Alright, that unlocks the remainder of our overworld spots that we can access.
Yep, the entire overworld is accessible. I expect Sigil will go ahead and just probably not even go back into 5 just yet, just go look for 7.
Chat said level 4 bunny.
I can see that. We're still missing Bo, by the way.
Yep, well, level 8's out there, and level 7 has an item as well.
Yes. I do think Sigil will check level 7 before level 8. Just because level 7 is going to be a little bit smaller.
And then level 5. Yeah, 5's got the item outstanding still.
And for the case of Silver specifically, the both items at 9 are still available.
Exactly.
KD's now going to start navigating 6. That is a tough room to that actually is really hard to walk into if you're not able to clip in. But the key shop found.
For our any key enabled runners is our cheap bait shop. One of the runners bought bait.
That would be Sigil, who's now headed to level 8, electing not to go dig for 7 just yet. I can't say I agree with it.
High chance of Bo being here.
I think it's actually fine that Sigil didn't go check the coaster quarter spots, because he needs to go back to that area for level 5, and it's right next to start. So it's actually pretty convenient to get back to that area later. If anything, it's more convenient to do that later than it is to do it now. But I can't disagree with going into 8 here. It is 2 items. With speed like that, I bet it was easy to kidnap the princess. And chat making a good point. Outside of the Coast Heart, every single item that's left on the table is a good item to pick up. Red candle found for Katie. He's gonna elect to go ahead and grab it. Honestly, this makes a lot of sense given the red bubbles. And I think the red bubbles being swordless makes the red candle inherently more valuable, just because you can use it when you're bubbled. And without a wand sighting, I mean, what else are you going to use as a permanent weapon?
Plus, you get the multiple chances to candle boost.
Right. Map
Level 8.
Great. Again, I still want to see the map for 5 and 6, especially 5.
It's pretty chunky.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not too big. 38 looks like.
Looks about right. Sigil's electing to go ahead and dig for items here in level 8. It's not a terrible decision, given that Bo is still missing. Sigil has actually seen all of the items that we have knowledge of, as indicated by the spots lit up on the tracker. So Sigil's probably thinking, okay, I still need a bow. I gotta check 8 for the bow at least. Kingdahl gets the Triforce out of 6, and is done in there. Now, Kingdahl may elect to go to 3 here. Perhaps not in the immediate, but Kingdahl may end up electing to go to 3 at some point in the near future, depending on how difficult 7 is to find, although it looks like he is headed in that direction of 3 immediately. Which is not a bad play to make, as it is a small dungeon. First Serenade.
Yeah, it's funny. We haven't seen any of our bomb upgrades, whether purchasable or dropped.
Or, no, Kingdahl's not going to level 3. He's going to the ladder spots. This also makes sense, especially because you have the bombs to do them now.
Break one.
The big trouble for KD right now is Kingdahl's got to get into...
Oh, hello. Almost identical prices.
I'll pay 2 rupees to get coke in the seed.
Yeah, you see Kingdahl actually popped the potion in order to open up the potion shop.
Right. Oh, level 7 is ladder blocked. Okay.
There we go. Full knowledge.
Full knowledge for us.
Yeah.
KD has the slight problem of not knowing where 4 is, so KD may end up digging some, may go back to level 3 looking for the power bracelet, depending on when he gets bombs to the South Coast. But KD may also dig 3 to look for a bow, because, you know, bow is still MIA.
And if you happen to dig 7 a little bit and find some silvers, you're in great shape.
Yeah, nobody's going to say no to silver arrows being in a dungeon. So both others now having a piece of the puzzle that the other doesn't. Although Sigil does have 2 pieces, also knowing where level 8 is. KD has not been to the lake grass spot yet. KD gets a really good pat out on those wizards to be able to get a double up. Sigil fights some left molas, gets him down. First item in 8. It's gonna be a wand. Not gonna say no to it.
The combat upgrade.
It's gonna be very helpful for this level 7 because well, no, actually 7 and 8 both have 7 has wish herbs too, so 9 may not have wish herbs today.
It's not so. 9's always supposed to have wish herbs, right?
Red bubbles are still scary for Wizrubs, folks. They're not scary for anything else. Look, 9 is only allowed to have, like, either really, really good items or really bad items. There's no middle ground. You can't have, like, a moderately decent item in 9. This could be our second item here in level 8. That wand is actually going to be pretty significant for Sigil going back into some of these levels. But Sigil's got to make his way up to the ladder spots, which thankfully there is a relatively convenient way to route those in. No second item here yet. As KD's going to try to work his way around level 7. KD's got to watch his bomb count. Sigil's in decent shape. That will not be an item. This adding key has been very helpful for the runners, because I have not been keeping track of how many key there are, but it seems like there's a decent chunk of them. Potential item here for Sigil. KD's going to have to work his way through these Pulse Voice. Sadly, no bow to kill them with.
I've seen a number of key drops in various rooms, so it might not have been too terrible, but it definitely saves time and anguish.
And no item here for Sigil. Looks like he's seen a good chunk of this aid, so he's thinking, okay, I might as well just go ahead and dig the rest of it out. At least I think that's what he's thinking. If he's thinking, I'm just going to go get the Triforce now, then that's also an understandable play to make. Okay, it looks like he is going back up. Deciding he would like to know what the second item is. Given so many good items are still on the table. I mean, book would be wonderful to see what the map of 5 is. Bow and silvers obviously are required. Coast Heart is kind of but it's also another one room here, and we're going to get a bow and 8, deep in 8. That's good news for Sigil. Really good items in 8.
Yeah, for this level 7, the item and the Triforce have been a little elusive so far.
So we're missing silver arrows, white sword bomb upgrade, the Coast Heart, and the book. Sigil staring down a 50-50 gamble on 9. I think if I'm in Sigil's shoes, I'm looking for the items on the way, but I got Recorder, I got Red Ring. I'm probably just going to take Triforces if I see them, and come back if the game tells me I have to. And there's Sigil headed towards the area of 5. Now, Sigil may have a little bit of a longer time getting back over to where the ladder spot is for level 7, which could be KD's big advantage right now.
Alright, level 5, 8 bombs. Where's our map?
Probably in Zelda's room. And by that I mean Zelda's room in 9 has the map of 5, somehow. There it is! It was in the Pulse Voice room!
Yeah. And, wow, look at that segment.
At least Sigil knows where to go now. So,
okay.
Honestly, with that, Sigil might dig the item out of this 5, and then leave the one in 7 unless it's found on the way to the Triforce, which so far it looks like it's potentially going to be, given how deep this Triforce seems to be in 7. KD's not going to find the workaround there. Or there. Looks like he'll take the stair instead.
Oh wait, how ugly that thing looks. I want to see the level. We didn't see the level 6 map, did we?
Nope. And we're probably not going to at this point.
You're right. Both they get Triforces. Yep.
Both have Triforces and items. There's no reason to go back to it.
Nope. But I still want to see it.
Oh yeah. Book is starting to fall off in usefulness as the runners get more and more dungeons and more maps, and as soon as you find the map in 9, the book is objectively useless.
Unless you're digging for silver skin.
Well, that's the thing. If you already have the map in 9, what does the book get you?
Map of 7 for Sigil?
Well, I mean, that's
yeah.
assuming Sigil doesn't find the map of 7.
Yeah.
But at that point, there's also you're redigging 7 for silver. Although, again, with how deep this Triforce seems to be in 7, you might end up stumbling on the item on the way. Sigil's going to go ahead and not do the bomb trick on that Dig Dogger. Bear in mind, folks, that you can stop the Dig Dogger after you've shrunk it. Looks like Sigil's going to elect to take the door that was shuttered. Finds this was not a stair that, from what we saw on Kingdahl's side.
Lots of the walls, 7 are rock solid.
That's pretty normal for 7. I think Vanilla 7 only has like 5 bomb walls in it, and somehow you end up seeing 4 of them. Sigil will be able to go north here. I don't think Kingdahl had any bombs to go this way. Now, if I'm Sigil and I see a Triforce, I probably will still dig a little bit of 5, just because it's right here. It's kind of annoying to go back through that blue wizard room again. That's the kind of thing that may push him towards it. Although he continues to get more bombs. KD is also in good shape on bombs. Ooh,
There's our bomb upgrade.
122 rupees for +4. Not great, but still better than +2. We have not seen this stream yet. This could be the item.
Nope.
It's not. Oh my goodness, there's a... Oh, come on. Let that be the Triforce room. Please let that be the Triforce room and you have to buy wood arrows. Honestly, though, if you have to buy wood arrows, given that the bomb shop and wood arrow shop looks like it's the rare shop, that becomes advantage Kingdahl. Oh, but Kingdahl gets a bomb upgrade!
Hooray.
What an exciting turn of events have just happened in the past couple of minutes. Potential Goma block in 5. Bomb upgrades for both runners. KD's full clearing to 7, looking for the Triforce. If the Triforce is early in... If KD finds Silver's deep in 7 and the Triforce is actually early in, that's huge for KD. KD's going to elect a potion here.
Still pretty good.
Towards the candle boost and gets it.
Still a pretty good dig for the bow in level 8 for Kingdahl.
Right, but Kingdahl knows he's going to have to do that. If Silvers are deep in 7 and the Triforce was actually early, Sigil probably gambles 9. So Silvers in 7, right? Silvers and a not deep Triforce in 7 is the best case scenario for Kingdahl. If the Triforce is deep in 7, it doesn't really matter what items here because both runners are going to have it.
Unless we miss something, this Triforce is deep.
I mean, it definitely seems to be very deep, which is always what you want is a deep Wizard Triforce when you have Wood Sword only. I believe Kingdahl saw this room. Now, if KD has a bow going into level 5, there is a... Man, look at this. There's the book in 5. Oh dear. So we're now on a 66% chance of Silver's in 9, which means if Sigil sees an early Triforce in 7, he's definitely going to dig 9, I think. Perfect. And still... Okay, there was one keys in here, so Kingdahl left that one alive for later.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Item in 7. The Ghost Heart!
It's the heart.
The Silvers and White Sword bomb upgrade will be in level 9.
Yes.
So that's slight advantage towards Sigil, just by standpoint of Sigil has more knowledge of where Form 8 is. But Sigil does have to make his way back into level...
Okay, the Triforce of 7 is the one part of the dungeon Kingdahl has not been to yet. That upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, but
rooms.
I mean, that compass was deep. That compass was incredibly deep in 7.
How about another Goma?
We're looking at a reasonably high chance, by the way, of that Goma actually blocking the Triforce in 7.
5. Yeah.
Unless Kingdahl saw it.
So many stabbing the buddies.
Yeah, the lack of wand is going to make this 7 significantly faster for Sigil. Or rather, the lack of having the wand is going to make it significantly faster for Sigil. Also, Sigil could... Well, no, Sigil doesn't know where the wood arrow shop is, actually. If wood arrows are required, then we're seeing a hunt for both level 7 and the wood arrow shop.
Yee.
And Sigil will definitely be digging the Coast Heart out of 7 at that point because, well, I need to look for what could be my Triforce-bearing silvers. And we haven't seen a compass of 5 on either runner's side, and Snape kills Dumbledore. Oh, there's the compass for 5. It's Goma Block!
It is Goma Block. OMG.
Wood arrows required out of the rare shop up in Death Mountain! Kingdahl's gonna know where the arrow shop is, but Kingdahl still has to find 4 and 8 and get the bow out of 8! Meanwhile, Sigil doesn't know where 7 is, but Sigil's absolutely gonna dig 7 now, unless he gets wood arrows before going into 7.
We got ourselves some real spice in this race, that's for sure.
I feel like I need a spicy chicken sandwich. That will describe this race perfectly. Look at that. Sigil's Triforce makes an actual Triforce.
Alright. Katie going to 8. Maybe? Yes. It is time.
Yep. We're gonna get an opening here from...
No, the same one, yeah. The candle block, or recorder block, take any this time.
Nice. Not for 8 for Kingdahl. And Kingdahl will go back into the stair as another candle shop is found.
I believe we got one more take any cave. We still haven't seen the magical sword bomb upgrade. Not that we can see that.
And I think at this point we can 100% confirm that the wood arrows are in the rare shop.
With the bombs.
Yep.
On Death Mountain.
Yes.
How rude.
But hey, here's some more money.
Sigil will need that to buy those arrows. I believe they were 85.
Yes. We're gonna see what's in Forgotten Spot. It could have been forgotten.
Yep.
It's another shield shop. That should be all of our shops if I'm keeping track of this stuff correctly. We actually don't have all that much left. We have magical sword, another mid secret, another small secret, the last take any, and a potion shop. Sigil find 7.
Alright, we can make a quick 7 if we go basically all the way straight right around that, to the top of that gap.
Right, but I think Sigil is going to dig for the item in 7 because he knows he needs arrows, and if he can get silvers out of 7, he will absolutely do that instead of go look for the arrow shop. KD's got the compass out of 8. And this should be first item for Kingdahl. Kingdahl might actually have a significantly quicker 8. Wand acquired. But Kingdahl does not know what the items in 3 and 4 are, so he may elect to go to 3 before 9, just saying, okay, well, you know what, it's pretty short. But both just going to 9 or gambling or going to 3, both of those decisions would make sense here. And here's the bow for KD. Very quick.
Blazing.
That's a lot of time to gain back. Quick Triforce for Sigil.
Sigil tries to bomb the south, can't do it. Gets the Triforce.
Big question. Will he go back in looking for hopeful silvers, or will he just say, you know what, I'm going to go find the arrow shop? Going back in.
Yep.
And now that arrow shop knowledge may end up being the thing that brings Kingdahl right back to this, given, again, Sigil had a pretty significant lead from having 4 done, but the Goma block in 5 has now made Kingdahl's knowledge considerably more important.
Triforce pick up an 8. Full clear.
Sigil doesn't know where... Oh, chat bringing up a good point. Sigil doesn't know where level 9 is. He's not been to Death Mountain yet.
Right. If you knew where level 9 was, you'd know where that arrow shop is.
That's actually... I think now I would say Kingdahl has a reasonably firm advantage just from the knowledge of level 9 in the arrow shop. The problem, of course, being that Kingdahl still needs to go through 4, will likely dig out the items in 4 and 3, and then has to get into the back of 5 to figure out that it's blocked.
There we go, last Triforce dungeon found for Kingdahl. And it's right there.
Right there.
Ooh. Just that the Sigil accidentally used a potion.
Yeah. But Katie's going back to 4 looking for the silvers. This makes sense to me, I think.
Unfortunately, it gives you more spaces to check with the recorder.
Yeah, but Kingdahl doesn't need to look for anything here.
Right, because Kingdahl knows where the arrow shop is.
He knows where the arrow shop is, he knows where all 9 levels are.
Well, not 9.
No, he does. No, Kingdahl knows where 9 is. Sigil does not.
Oh, wait. Oh, Sigil. Yeah, right.
So, Kingdahl's gonna see this recorder and be like, cool, I can kill Dig Doggers and then leave.
Which there could be a Dig Dogger inconveniently located at 9.
There could be, yes. Sigil's making his way deep into the level 7. The other good candle boosting. Sigil's got a sword back, but now is up in this upper area of 7. Probably gonna take the stair.
This is the room below the Triforce room.
Yeah, there was no way to bomb out of this one. Kingdahl gets the map at 4. Kingdahl's not too far from the item, though. As Sigil will now go into the lower portions of 7. Now, if Sigil stays in this bottom right area, he could have a slightly faster 7 than KD did. I believe it was just south of this room, actually, was the item. KD gets the recorder out of 4. And Sigil finds the item in 7. Look at that! Just look at that! But now the panic sets in, honestly, for both runners. Katie's going back to 5. And you got to think about it. You're almost an hour 10 in. You know the runner that you're against is a strong runner. You're expecting that dot down to come in any minute, and in Sigil's case, you've just realized you've got to find an arrow shop. And Kingdahl's about to realize, I still need wood arrows to get through this 5, but also he still doesn't have that map. This is not a fantastic situation to be in for either runner.
Recorder spot east of the mountain yields the other hit shot.
There's a door repair in there. We knew that.
That puts Sigil below that 85 rupee count.
Yeah, but there's money up here. Yeah, but Sigil still has a large secret to pick up.
It is close by the... Where do you... Hey, there's Magical Sword. Second quest spot.
Oh no, Sigil's porting away. I wonder if this is going to end up being a Dead Woods check. Okay, porting back to 7. Okay, this looks like it's going to be going towards West Death Mountain. That's fine. Yeah, he's getting bombed out. He's good.
Yeah, the west half of the map is just 8 on the lake spot and 9 in the West Death Mountain.
Yeah, also as everything was on the east. JD's now back in level 5, as we mentioned earlier, going back to that one single room. Sigil hasn't seen any of this stuff, I don't think. And KD may well be thinking this is a triple segment 5, which, to be fair, it very much looks like it. Alright, Sigil's now checking the upper reaches of Death Mountain. KD loses sword. And on 2 bombs, that's not good. But is making his way towards the Triforce room.
Well, the bombs died to 1 pretty easily, though.
And level 9 scene, it is a piece of cheese. Okay, Kingdahl has found the path. Sigil's still up here on Death Mountain looking for stuff. No item there for KD, and he's gonna get the bad news. It's bow and arrow blocked.
Hi, Goma. Hey, just taking you right up here. Forgot about that.
Kingdahl's saving out, probably just gonna go by the wooden arrows, but also out of bombs again!
No. Well, you can always go get... You can take any road to up to Death Mountain, go to the bomb shop, and get your arrows at the same time.
Speaking of the bomb shop, Sigil's gonna see it. Kingdahl's back in level 3 looking for silvers.
And like, where's the money?
Sigil gets a large secret.
Look at the sigh of relief on Sigil's face. Getting that large secret.
Have we seen all 4 take any's?
No, we saw 3.
Okay, so one of them is at the recorder spot in either Vanilla Second Quest 6 in the Grave or in the Dead Woods. And the other spot that's remaining, if my tracker's correct, which I don't think it is like a mid-secret. Sigil returning to level 5 with the bow and arrows in Triforce and Go mode.
Until we get to 9.
Kingdahl going to 3 instead of buying the wood arrows. A very reasonable play to make, but it's going to end up
I'll see more time.
Yeah, especially because he's got to re-clear this blue wizard room in 5. Still doesn't have the map for it, and has to come in with some bombs. Sigil's gonna go ahead and potion here. It's not an instant. It's definitely not a case where Sigil's in the driver's seat. I mean, it's a case where Sigil's in the driver's seat, but not a case where Kingdahl can't pull it back because you still have to dig 9 no matter what.
There's a definite time disadvantage with the fact of trying to digging these last dungeons.
You're gonna see a map of level 3. And the other slight disadvantage KD has is that KD, again, will have to clear that blue wizard room out once more, but KD knows where 9 is, knows where the wood arrow shop is, so that's going to save him back some time. He's going to go ahead and pick up the power bracelet.
Knowledge, KD's knowledge, is that necessary?
I think KD was thinking, okay, I just got to get this, because it's a potentially required item. Where is KD headed?
Yeah, I've definitely seen a race where they've seen a power bracelet or something like that and not pick it up and realize, oh crap, I do need that.
KD's still checking some spots. I'm curious what he doesn't think he has.
And here's the arrows to the eye of Goma.
Kairos?
Huh?
I think I know what's happening with KD. I don't know if he marked that shop as an arrow shop.
Ooh.
He might be thinking he needs to find an arrow shop.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, I remember Kingdahl had enough bombs at the time that did not pick up a bomb pack up there.
Right.
And so...
Sigil's gonna go ahead and go to 9 here via the Eddy Road from 2. And Sigil will be listening for a Roar of Ganon while in a room adjacent to where Ganon could be. We'll be looking for a shutter door that doesn't open when all the enemies are killed. Kingdahl no longer has the money to pick up the wood arrows and does not have the large secret to rely on.
Yeah, that's already been spent.
But yeah, I think Kingdahl has not marked that was an arrow shop and is now looking for an arrow shop.
Ooh, hate to see that.
This may end up making it,
unrecoverable.
Yeah. Because if Kingdahl looks over the entire overworld, doesn't find one, then is like, oh crap, okay, now what?
I mean, if you think about it, if you can compose yourself as we go to level 9, I mean, you can realize that it's like, wait, the other shops don't have arrows. It's got to be that one.
I will be doing my best to keep a map of 9 for us here. Or they can be right there.
Wow.
Okay. The game has just decided to throw the silver arrows at you.
Deep dig what?
Well, I mean... Oh, and there's Zelda! Now we're just listening for Ganon.
Ganon is sometimes hide-and-seek champion.
Hopefully Sigil makes note of where potential stair rooms are as he's going through, because I don't think he's going to take stairs for a little bit. Kingdahl's checking the Deadwood recorder spot. That is our last mid-secret, which means the magical sword bombs, well, they've already been found. Our last taken, he is in the graveyard. And we're hearing it's a 43 room 9s. 43 room 9's 43 room 9. 9's is not plural. Another potential stair here for Sigil, but gonna get skipped.
Have you found the sword?
I would hope so by now.
Swordless all the way to 9.
I've done it. And Sigil's kind of going around the perimeter of 9 to get as much coverage as possible. Oh, we have a Ganon roar. But we don't know where he is.
Is he clippable? No, the projectile is blocked.
You'll have to find another way. Kingdahl is going to go ahead and pick up that, take any. Appears I was wrong about where the take any is. We now have a location of Ganon. We just have to be able to get there. Okay, let's see. We can go south in this room, the disco floor room, with no access to Zelda.
And no access to the right either.
And it looks like it is a magic stair to Ganon because Zelda blocks the only potential walking path. Katie is now... Katie's going into the shop. This is the arrow shop. Katie has found it and has the money.
But we're just buying bombs. Oh, wait, no.
For now, we're just buying bombs.
And then there's the air purchase.
Alright, so Katie can still pull this back yet. If Katie's able to find the magical stair quicker than Sigil did, assuming he takes the same path and finds that early silvers, Katie can pull this back. But Katie's gonna have to be willing to jump into stairs in 9. That's the key. And if Katie thinks he's behind, he may be willing to do that. That's the map of level 5!
Yep. Yeah, Sigil found that one.
And this just got a whole lot more interesting with this magic stair to Ganon and silliness. And Sigil has exhausted almost all of the potential stair rooms he's seen. He's still got one back in the early part of the level. And again, you're just waiting for that dot done to come in, especially now that it's this deep into the seed. Oh, nice force. AD will not have a book. That is important. Potential stairs. Oh, this will be stairs based on that bomb on the floor. I think you honestly skip the bomb upgrade at this point if you see it.
Yeah, with his bomb count? Sure.
Yeah. Plus, you're at the end of the game, kind of, so, like, the odds of you needing all 14 bombs. Oh, this is a place to be. Oh, it's right next to Ganon!
And in his own room.
Sigil found the magic staircase. This might be the only way to access Ganon, too. You might have to just go there. We don't know if you can bomb out of Ganon's room, and I don't think... I don't see Sigil trying it.
But look at the stun lock from Sigil.
Beautiful.
And there's the silver arrow shot, the Triforce of Power, and the up and A to go rescue the princess. And the door opens up with the gels in the room, and get your GGs out for Sigil, finishing first place with a race time.gg time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 58 seconds.
An absolutely well-run race from Sigil. Kingdahl is going to get the ball. Finds it on the way to the Triforce. So, honestly, I think the biggest thing that hurt Kingdahl was just running out of bombs in a couple of critical spots. Like, there were just a couple of places where he had to come back later because of being bomb blocked. forgetting where the arrow shop was probably didn't help either. But it really, there weren't any real major decisional errors that Kingdahl made outside of maybe just forgetting to mark where that arrow shop was. But elsewise, honestly, Kingdahl played it perfectly fine. Just Sigil had that little bit of a lead and just held on to it. See if Sigil will be willing to join us.
The Sigil in the prep room.
But yeah, we are now joined by our race winner Sigil. GG's and congratulations on the win today.
GG.
That not having the arrows at the end really started to scare me.
Yeah, when we saw that compass pop up in that Goma room, it's like, OMG, it's got interesting.
That was the only reason why I dug the item out of 7, hoping for silver so I didn't have to go arrow hunting.
Yeah, there was So, Kingdahl knew where the arrow shop was from early on, because he did an earlier Death Mountain check. He also knew where level 9 was from that. Kingdahl's largest window was when we realized the arrows were required. Okay, Kingdahl knows where the arrow shop is, he'll be able to just go back there. But he ended up checking everywhere else, because we think he marked it as either just a bomb shop or didn't mark it as an arrow shop at all, and that's what led to the discrepancy.
There is a confirmation of that. It was just marked as bombs.
Okay. So, how do you feel about level 9?
I had some words for where the silvers were.
Right in the entrance?
Yes.
Just silvers and 9.
The most expensive 3 arrows I ever shot.
And Kingdahl has gone north, which means Kingdahl is not going to get the free silvers at the start. But we'll find Zelda pretty quick. How about the one stair that leads to Ganon that may or may not... And, well, there's the bomb upgrade for Kingdahl. So, how about the one potentially magic stair to get, and if you can't bomb out of his room, that takes you into a nubbin?
I was thankful it was there, because I felt very behind at that point.
There were a couple of nice things the seed did for you, giving you all the ladder, magic key, and red ring very early on was pretty helpful.
Yeah, I was shocked the red ring was right away this time.
And Kingdahl's found a stair that takes him directly south of where Ganon is, so... Depending on how Kingdahl routes out this 9, this could be relatively quick for him. Still, even with missing that free silvers at the start.
There's our map.
I told you the map at 9 would show up.
Oh.
We were very...
Could have been really short 9. Was not.
So, we were convinced after watching Kingdahl's side that level 5 had 3 segments. Because 5 was weird.
Yeah, it like segmented itself in one section.
Combined with you had to do that blue wizard room every time you went in, which conveniently it bow blocked you.
Yep.
And we now have confirmation from watching Kingdahl's side that you do have to magic stare into Ganon from the nub.
That's a rude mugger room. Thankfully, it was free.
Yeah, the any key was one of the biggest early finds for both of you.
I was so happy to see that after yesterday's seed where I was key starved the whole time.
This flag set is, it seems to be very Princer Popper when it comes to keys. Also, shoutouts to, once again, all the Take Any caves being in really awkward spots, making you want to just buy the candle.
Or 80.
Was there Take Any on Death Mountain?
Where's the last spot also?
I have Take Any's at Near Start, South Forest, the Whistle Spot in the Desert, and the Push Grave. Or the Grave Push Block.
Okay, yeah, that was the one we didn't really see.
Although my tracking has been a little bit off on my overworld because I had like 8 gamble spots at one point.
That's a lot of gambling.
Especially when the tracker says, no, there's no more gamble spots. Go mark something else. So, Kingdahl may get booted back towards start here in a second, but we've seen all the stairs of 9 now. Between both runners.
We still gotta find that most important staircase. One to the silvers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that leads to Ganon for Kingdahl, because that's also very important.
Yeah, but you need to find the other one first.
Kingdahl elected not to check that one little room in the corner. Kind of interesting. Kingdahl does find a bombable wall in the room of Stair 5, only to go to the left and find the old man. You know, I don't actually remember from when I was a much younger person how to get to Sesame Street.
I still don't know how to get there.
So at this point, we're kind of just waiting for KD to exhaust his stairs to find the silver stair, because if he follows a similar path to what you did, he'll end up finding that Ganon stair near the end. Also, this 9 was apparently 43 rooms. Some other developments that happened during the course of the race were, KD had a little bit of a quicker 8 than you did, finding both items in relatively short order. So that bought him some time back. KD also insta-Triforced in 4, but did elect to go look for the silvers, which makes sense. So I guess I'll ask, of the flags that we have for this SG Live tournament, what are some of your favorite ones that you like seeing?
Hold on, I need to pull them up real quick. I like almost.
You're a fan of the Armos flags?
Yep.
Nice, nice.
And Second Quest Monsters.
Ah, yes, our favorite, what's it called? Hey, you just don't have a sword now.
Also, extra beam swords to the face. Because why not have all the enemies in the dungeon shooting some kind of projectile at you?
Still waiting for the wizards that shoot likes.
I would love to see that happen.
This is coming from the guy who made wizards that shoot wall masters. Which, true to their name, do take you back to the start of the dungeon. It's amazing. Unless you get hit by one, then it's terrible.
Remember to keep on giving Fred wonderful ideas.
Yeah, like the, changing what Ganon's weak to so that you might have to hit him with the meat.
I want to be able to hit him with the red candle one day.
Oh, that could be amazing. There would have to be a hint somewhere that tells you what Ganon's weakness is. Maybe in the Wood Sword Cave.
You must cross over Ganon with the ladder.
Oh, that would be amazing. Instead of step over the water, it's step over the Ganon.
And we have found Ganon, and we're going to unsuccessfully bomb.
But this is going to send KD back to start, so maybe he'll go left here. He will.
Oh, that's where it was.
Insert words that may or may not be able to be repeated here.
Did we get any burning? No burning.
Just go and pick it up. Back off to Ganon. With the silvers in hand this time. Kingdahl should be done in a couple of minutes here. But overall, this seed was kind of weird. It was definitely mean in some places, but it was giving mixed signals the whole time. At least that's my perspective. I'm not sure if you would agree with that or not.
I mean, things were clumped up, and then they weren't anymore. And you had to dig.
I felt like the first half of the seed was nice, then after that, it just went downhill.
So if it goes downhill too much, do we just call that a cliff?
Pretty much.
Kingdahl's gonna try to find a shortcut, but is unable to. This is a good long way around to get back to Ganon, as opposed to Ganoff. And of course, this being the only way to get to him did not help.
And once again, here's Ganon.
Gonna take 15 stabs, but Kingdahl not quite able to get the stun lock immediately. It is a 50-50 on if he spawns on that side, but starting to get it. A little bit of motion.
First hit in the bottom right corner gets a reasonable stun lock and loses it.
Now going for a left side stun knock, but then he spawns on the right. Ganon just doesn't like to cooperate sometimes.
but in short succession, we have bacon.
And with that, Kingdahl will be done in a matter of moments. Everyone, please get your GGs in chat for Kingdahl, finishing with an official time of 1:38:49. The slightly longer level 9, I don't think was ultimately going to be a deal breaker, just because of all the other little things that were going on. I mean, yes, it would have been longer and would have made it harder to come back with that style of level 9, but not impossible. It was just the pre-9 stuff that really was what kind of told the tale. You'll see if Kingdahl will be willing to join us here. It was just 1 second. In the meanwhile, we do have some more races coming up a bit later on tonight.
Yeah, we have a double header tonight. And that is going to be Fury SK versus Truant Gamer. Also a Malchior versus Shaddy. The next few days, we got some OpnoPoint versus TA909.
Ooh. I believe the Fury SK Truant Gamer match tonight is a doubleheader.
It is a doubleheader. It's on this channel. In fact, first game at 9:45 Eastern.
Yes. Just 1 second still, folks, seeing if KD is willing to join us. In the meanwhile, I've gone over the schedule. I'm now stalling for time. So I will go ahead and... Okay. It sounds like we will not have KD in the booth with us. So I will go ahead and ask Sigil if he has any final thoughts on the seed and how the tournament's gone so far.
The tournament's been going really well. The seed, I was saying inappropriate things.
That seems very reasonable.
And I believe I faced the winner of the Truant and Fury series.
I think so. I'd have to look at the brackets again real quick. Let me see if I can pull those up.
You got much of a history in races, head-to-head matches with either of them?
I faced them only once in the tournament. Fury was in my group, and Truant in week 1 of the random percentage tournament.
Yeah, everybody at this point in the game, top notch on their games, got their skills nicely polished.
And looking at the brackets, you will be going against the winner of Truant Gamer and Fury, which we may know tonight if that goes too well. But there's the question of will it go too well?
Never know.
I also want to thank you for the constant tracking and the restream.
Yes, we should give a shout out to Kamion Minokai, who's been behind the scenes tracking for us, making it look like we know what we're talking about. Probably doing a better tracking than I have.
And shout outs to Smilefires and the rest of the SG crew for setting up this race, coming right off the back of SMB3 Randomizer.
Yeah, I want to say that was either a 4-way race or some kind of group race with just 4 people.
It was a qualifier.
Ooh, that's fancy. But I think with that, we can go ahead and get on out of here. So, on behalf of, again, both of our runners, Sigil and Kingdahl, on behalf of my wonderful co-commentator, Kairos, on behalf of our tracker, Kamion Minokai, and on behalf, and thanking the Speedgaming family channels for hosting us. This has been also, thank you everyone for coming out, and hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We will have some more Zelda 1 randomizer action for you later tonight at 9:45 for the aforementioned Fury SK versus Truant Gamer doubleheader.